Hi, my name is Grant Hobson. I work as a finance analyst. Today I'm going to talk you through some business maths calculations and ratios. How to calculate standard deviation in Excel. Standard deviation is basically looking at the dispersion of a set of data around an average point. It's used in sort of research and statistics just to analyse the set of data. So you'd have a low standard deviation is when a lot of your data points are around your average point. You have a high standard deviation when they're really vastly dispersed and you're sort of more scattered on your chart when you look at where your data points are. You can calculate this manually, or it's quicker just to use the Excel function to do it, so we'll run through that now in an example. So prior to doing the calculation, we need to identify the data set that we want to calculate the standard deviation for. So in this case, we're just going to take a 6-month period, 6 different sets of data, which is a price to fill up a car in that month. So if I just quickly fill this in, so month 1 was £50, month 2 48, month 3 47, month 4 49, month 5 53, and month 6 is £57. You see the data is quite dispersed. So basically what the standard deviation will do is take the average of this set of data and just determine how much they vary to that average. The standard deviation of this set of data is 3.72. This was previously calculated, so now I'll just go in and show you how the function works. So you can see that we get back to 3.72. So if you've got Excel, this is 2007, the method will be slightly different to an older version of Excel. So in the older versions, you'll just need to go into the insert at the top, and I think you can insert your function then and you'll do a search for standard deviation like we're going to do. For this version of Excel, simply go to formulas at the top tab, insert function, type your standard deviation, search for it. So there's quite a few different ones here, so we're going to take this one, which estimates the standard deviation just based on this sample here. So now it asks for me to select my range. So the range that I want is this data range here. So that's selected there. Select OK, and that gives me a standard deviation of 3.72. So you can calculate the standard deviation for a variety of sets of data and compare how volatile they are. So in finance, standard deviation is deemed to be your volatility. So if you're investing in shares and stuff, then you can determine how volatile a certain stock is, and that's the risk on your investment.